My experience in this meeting is really understand the complexity of the problems that the humanitarian workers will have.
I'm expecting more depth in the coming sessions, and then perhaps at the end we can come back to the beginning and see what we learned.
Just really excited to meet so many different people working on similar work and work in humanitarian program quality.
On a personal level, chance to meet people with whom I've read their research, I've emailed with them. It's great to meet people in person and find synergies that we could work together in the future.
And to learn from the different experiences of all the different key stakeholders that are present in the conference.
Yeah.
It will give a very good opportunity to have a common language, at least in terms of coordination and collaboration, as well as each and every activities what we are doing in field. So it will be a great time for us to be on the same page, I think, with this. Thank you very much. You are welcome.
Very exciting, yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, it's a very interactive kind of knowledge sharing. It's very informative, very conducive to getting information.
I very much like the irreverence of the style. They're not being politically correct, but naming things names and having fun while doing it. I do enjoy that.
For me, I think it is a very good idea to devote time for people to go and see what we have in the Agora.
I think it's been an absolutely fascinating morning, and the Agora looks great. Unfortunately, there's so many interesting people that I haven't actually managed to look at any of the interesting stuff yet, but I'm going to do that right now.
What would you take away from the meeting on the first day?
I found it very interesting to talk and focus about how we evaluate the positive impact that we leave and to what extent it's sustainable. And actually I'll be going back to Jordan, and those ideas are in my head. The number one criteria element would be improving the capacity of our partner. It should be one of the criteria elements. And then increasing the access for the most who are affected by certain emergency or people who are affected by certain crises, because they are the core of our operation. So I would think of adding those to the evaluation criteria in order to guarantee that we are leaving positive impact on people's lives.
Yeah, really interesting, very practical. There's a real wide range of expertise amongst the panelists, but then also amongst the participants who are asking pretty hard-hitting questions. And yeah, we unpacked some interesting issues. It was very valuable.
I think what's really great about this annual meeting is that it really is this broadly diverse group of actors.
Well, collaboration, certainly. Yes, that would be the key word.
We need to get better at improving the processes for affected people to actually contribute to the coordination, and that we don't have the answers for that yet.
Questions for our video? Is that okay?
Oh, can I grab a coffee?
Yeah,
first?
go.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be happy to answer questions.
Answer what?
I don't know. Question.
We'll have a room with people, intelligent people, so we consider that they should be doing everything. But I mean, one of the panelists was mentioning that coordination is much more about coming back to the basics, coming back to actual operational coordination, and stop maybe losing time or spending all time on doing many things because we put too much responsibility on clusters all the time.
A video about the meeting. But it's very short. Basically, you have to tell us that you don't want to, or what you want.
Okay, but I mean, you put me. Yeah, okay. But what's the topic? I guess I just attended the session about the partnership, and I think although we've been working in partnership with the private sector for many years, all the questions from the room show that there were still many thinking that could be done, and that makes me think of a parallel with working with cash. So we've been doing this for a long time, but still we haven't been able to figure out how to do this in an efficient manner, in a way that fits with our principle. And so that was today's discussion about the private partnership. So I guess it's more work for ALNAP.
Yeah.
Okay.